Hi, my name is Bill, and today I'm going to be showing you how to replace the idler pulley arm in your dryer. The reason why you might have to do this is because the drum isn't rotating, or when the dryer is running, it's making a squeaking sound. For this repair, we'll be using a short Phillips head screwdriver, a regular size Phillips head screwdriver, a 1/4 inch nut driver, a 5/16 inch nut driver, and a flathead screwdriver. Warning: before doing any repairs, please disconnect your power source. So this is our dryer that we're going to be using for this demonstration. It's a Maytag. Keep in mind your dryer might be a little bit different than what we've got here, but the same technique should still apply. The first thing you want to do is make sure you turn your gas off. So I'll be using a Phillips head screwdriver, and it's our little short stubby guy because we're dealing with an awkward angle and not a lot of space. Now that we've got those screws off, we can tilt the front panel forward and those clips will come right out. And now we're going to carefully set this down. We've still got wires connecting the front bulkhead. So now all we're going to do is just unplug these two wires here. And we can set this bulkhead off to the side. Now we're just going to pull out the lint filter and set that off to the side for now. And now we've got to get to a couple more screws and unscrew them. They're going to be on the inside of the dryer though. And there's just on this side of the lint filter. And now we've just got one more screw in the middle, which is a Phillips head screw. There we go. And now we've got one more screw that's holding this on. So we're just going to remove these two screws here, and the whole entire piece should just come right off. So now we're going to remove the screws off of this side. And we're just holding this in place so it doesn't fall down. And now you also want to remove this blue wire here. And with all that off, we should be able to remove the front bulkhead. And we can just set that down off to the side. Now the belt is still on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this drum out slightly like this. And then I'm going to go back into the back here. And in order to get the belt off, we're going to have to push up on the lever to release the tension and reach in with our other hand, and now we can just take that right off. So now we can pull the drum out, and as you pull it out, just be careful that you don't get the belt caught on anything else, and if you do, just reach in there and get it out. So this piece right here with the wheel on it is our idler pulley arm. So what we need to do to get this out is we've got to get the spring out here first. And so all we have to do is just stretch that a little bit, twist that comes right off. Use our 5/16 nut driver on the bottom screw here. Now with that screw off, we can pull out the whole assembly and take it apart out of here for easier access. The next thing I have to do is remove this lock ring here. And to do that, I'm just going to use a screwdriver. And I'm going to keep my finger on the other side because it's going to go flying if I don't. And I'm just going to slowly, carefully remove that. So we've got the lock ring off. And now with the lock ring off, this washer and this wheel come right off, and so does this other washer we've got here. There we go. And the next thing that I need to do is just use my 1/4 inch nut driver and remove this last screw here. And that'll separate our pulley arm from this plastic piece that was underneath. Now you can grab your new OEM replacement idler arm pulley, and if you don't have one already, you can find one on our online store. So now to put it back together, first I'm going to put one of these washers on here, followed by the roller wheel, and the second washer, now this retaining clip. All we have to do is just line up the clip with the 2 grooves on there and just push it on. There we go. And you'll also see this little piece that protrudes is going to fit into this larger hole there. So once you've got that lined up, you can screw it into place. So once you tighten that down right there, so now we're going to put the entire pulley assembly back into place. So we're going to line up that large hole right here with the hole down on the bottom here, and we're going to screw it back in. And once we've got that screwed in, we can reattach the spring. So just make sure if the spring does come out, there's a hole right in the bottom of the frame here. So just make sure that the spring goes into that hole. And then pull it up and reattach it to the pulley arm. And now we can put the drum back into the machine. And as we put the drum into the machine, just going to want to make sure your belt goes along with it and doesn't get caught on anything once again, because it's pretty loose on here. Now to put the drum back on, we're going to take the belt, we're going to go on the other side of the wheel here, just like this, and we're going to lift it up, keeping this all together, and then loop the belt around the shaft here and make sure everything's on straight. There we go. And then everything should be able to spin freely now. So now that the belt is on the wheel and the drive shaft, we're going to put the drum onto the roller wheels. And you can see here, we'll spin the drum around a couple times. And you'll see also that our blower wheel is spinning as we spin our drum. So once you've got that, you know that you got it in the right way. So now we can put the rest of the dryer back together. So you can line up your duct assembly with the blower here, and that plastic will actually go on the inside. That'll help you with lining everything up. And once you do that, just lift up on the tub a little bit, and everything else should line up nicely for you. So we've got these little tabs here, and that'll help you with lining everything up. You're just going to want to slide the tab into that bigger hole, and once we do that, we'll screw it back on. And now we'll plug the blue wire back in here. And now I'll screw these screws back in on the inside of the duct assembly. Now I can put the filter back in. And now we can hook the wires back up. So we're just going to make sure that we've got the wires in the same arrangement that they were before. Yellow goes on this side, and the blue one goes on this side. Okay. Now go back to the front. And now we're going to want to put the front panel back in place. To do that, we're going to just do the opposite of what we did to take it off. We're going to pick it up and angle it a bit and just tilt it back until you hear both of those clips snap into place. Then you should be able to close it up. And now we can screw the bottom back in. So you're just going to want to make sure your panel's pushed in all the way. And once you do that, you should be able to get your screw started in the hole. There we go. And now we can just screw it back in. There we go. And once that's screwed in, you can plug everything else back in and your repair is complete. Now we can turn our gas back on. Finally, don't forget to plug in your appliance. If you need to replace any parts for your appliances, you can find an OEM replacement part on our website, PCApplianceRepair.com. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and share our video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us make more videos just like these for you to watch for free.